Okay, I want to say welcome again. In this video, I'm going to be training on my punch bag. I've actually done a full workout today in terms of a full body workout, like stretching and strength training and stretching and everything, top to bottom. I always do a full workout every day, but I've done it twice today. I even filmed up one, like just a basic one for you, showing you everything that I do every day. But today I done it like twice, more or less, the whole workout. As well as that, I've been on my feet all day and just walking around, a lot of fast walking too, which is good. And also I've done quite a few push-up, like incline push-ups and things around the house, off of door frames and stuff, just messing around. But like, it's also exercise on my arms. And I even did a clip which you should have seen at the beginning of this video, where I was just doing a few off the kitchen sideboards there too. So I'm really in good shape. I've been fighting the flu recently, as you know, but it's all been good. I've been doing my breathing exercises and everything too, so I thought in this video what I'll do is I'll just get my punch bag, and start doing some not full-on hardcore training for a long time, but I think in this video I'll just do some basic structural work with some like basic martial arts basic techniques, working the flow and the technicality. Just blow my nose just really quickly, you don't mind. And yeah, we'll get right into action right now. Remember, if you can get one of these punch bags, I think they're really good. There's a freestanding one, and they are good because you can move around them and that, and do different kinds of training. Okay. Just looking for my rubbish bin. So let's get into this. In this video, I'm just going to take it simple. I'm not going to go full all out. Some hits I might hit harder. In this one, it's about technicality, really. So let's go. So you know me, I do a lot of training. So you might see me in a boxing kind of stance sometimes, even though I say I don't really practice boxing as much, because I do a lot of kung fu and stuff anyway. But in this video, I'm just going to be like flowing it, all kinds of stuff in, okay? All kinds of stuff, just naturally. So working some kicks, some manoeuvres. It's about angling, really, in this video more than anything. I'm not going for a lot of power, really, but I'll just get some angling in there and stuff, Because the thing is, right, another thing you've got to remember is you're not going to be dancing around your opponent necessarily, and you're dancing around and doing all this and coming in and moving out and going like that. In a real fight, the guy's on you, and if it's going to be like that, if there's a chance for you to hit in a real fight, you're going to have to fucking, excuse my language, you're going to have to really do it, because if you miss, the guy could really do you in, so you're going to make sure if you're going to hit, it's got to make sense, right? So in real life, definitely get those power shots in the points you need to, hit like, in self-defense. So it doesn't mean that someone's going to stand there and wait for me to get into a fancy stance and then go around and do a kick and turn my back on him and all this and do all kinds of fancy stances. See, because people don't understand, because I say I do kung fu and stuff, it's not about that, okay? It's like in real life, someone's trying to choke the hell out of me, I'll get his arm off. If I'm going to strike him in a place with my elbow or slam it in, it's got to be full fucking knockout, solid, my whole body in. And I would never want to do that to someone. I'm just saying, if I'm going to smash him up in the jaw and break his jaw and smash all his teeth out, grab the back of his head and smash his face in, then that's got to be real. If I'm going to pull him, he's trying to choke me and I pull him into a knee strike, or I start striking, or I'm smashing his rib cage in, if I'm kicking him in the groin or any kicking, like that's got to be power, If it was real, if he's coming to choke me, and I take his hand off there and I do a side kick, a low side kick, I wouldn't want to hurt someone's legs like that, or straight to his ankle, and I would like to really kick down, crack something, you know what I mean? If he's trying to choke me there and I put my hand under and I take him down for a throw or something, if I'm able to throw him down over my hip, I want him to slam into that concrete pavement and fucking kick and do something, drop my knee into him, I would never want to do it, but I'm just saying, if I'm ever going to throw him over and he knocks himself out on something, you see, you don't want to kill someone. You've got to be careful not to kill someone or really hurt someone. If you do martial arts, it doesn't mean you're invincible, but the techniques work. And this knowledge is there. And if someone's trying to do something and you know how to get the leverage and control, then, you know, there's a chance you could really hurt somebody. That's why they say, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. It doesn't mean you're Superman, you can do this and that, but what it means is, it doesn't mean that, you know, oh, I can beat anybody in a fight. It doesn't mean someone's so strong, I can always stop his attacks and grab him and do what I want with him. No, but it's saying that, you know, we train to have accurate strikes, okay, with different mechanical movement and coordination of our body, accurate strikes and flexibility, all that stuff, speed as well as power. But the thing is, we're training for other things too, like if someone's grabbing hold of us, trying to grapple us or do something, and how to ground ourselves, how to move with that, find the open areas, or maybe like take him down and grapple him off, you know, there's certain things you do. But when you train with a punch bag, it's different because it's right there in front of you. This punch bag is just standing still, and you're literally just hitting it and moving around. So you feel cool and that, like you feel cool, you're doing punches and kicks. You think, yeah, but really, in real life, it won't be like that, you know. Someone will be standing there, and if there's a chance for that guy to be standing there, if I'm able to throw a punch to his face or a kick, a low kick, whatever, it's going to be real. It's going to be very, very strong to stop him or her, because if they're going to try and come back, then what's the point? If you attack the person and the person's still coming after you, trying to hurt you, what's the point? You don't want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'll move around, and 8, and boom, 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 and 9. That's a waste of time, because you could die in the middle of that. You want to make sure you stop him with the first one as the last one. Finish him straight away. Because the reason why you strike is the same reason you cover up, or you block, or you duck and avoid the attack, or you run away, or you always try to avoid fighting in genuine danger. The same reason, because you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to get killed, and you want to be away from the danger. That's the reason. So if you can't get away, you can't cover, and you have to strike, you don't want to strike him and then give him the benefit of the doubt that everything's going to be okay. And say, sorry about it, I didn't mean to break your teeth. Oh, are you okay now? Are you going to calm down, my friend? The chances are, if you come fighting back through fear or shock or more anger, this person may be more determined to fuck you up and do you in more than before. Maybe in the beginning he was just a bit threatening or whatever it was, but I'm just saying, if this person, if you're going to punch someone in the face and hit them, this person will get more angry and they will want to fucking kill you, you know, maybe. So you must stop him. When you go in, it's like anything. You decide to run, you want to cross the road, you should wait for the green man, obviously, right? Not the red man, but it's like, if you're going to cross the road, if you can't stop in the middle. It's like now you have to go the whole way. You can't stop and change. You decide you have to do it. You make a decision. You know, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing well. So, you know what I mean? So it's like you have a haircut. The guy's cutting half your head. You don't say, oh shit, it's too late, or a tattoo, you know? All that shit. So the thing is the same thing. So you're going in, when you go in, you can't say I'm going to hit him and then see what happens and continue fighting and see if I can do well. No. It's got to be like, I know it's all theory and I'm talking shit, but it's got to be like, you've got to be real, okay? You've got to be like, I'm going to finish this fucking guy right now. I'm going to finish him. I'm going to stop him and fucking clock him. But the hard thing is you don't want to go to prison or be hurt, you know, be in big trouble or kill somebody, of course. But as a martial artist, you've got to train to have skill. If you're training with people, practicing your kung fu or whatever, you need to understand you're training for real fighting. So you must be careful and train very hard. And in real life, as a real good martial artist, you need to understand that's why it's best to avoid all trouble. If you need to fight, that means, you know, you're in a bad position. It's a bad situation, obviously. So in real life, okay, you may say this mind stuff's all bullshit theory. No, this is real. This is more important than that. You need to be wise. Kung Fu doesn't teach, martial arts doesn't teach you to be a fucking fighter. No, it's teaching you to be smart, to have a wise mind and understand your life more and your problems, and understand that you can't control the world, but you must learn to control your steps in what you do and what you're doing and where you are. in your surrounding, this world, you are the centre of your universe. You need to balance what you're doing, right? Through health. So it's no good having a healthy body. The same old thing. If you've got a healthy body, but you don't have a healthy mind, that's no fucking good, right? You need to have a healthy mind. But it's no good having a healthy mind and no healthy body. So that's why we say we train the mind and the body, you know. And everything needs a balance. It needs the yin and yang balance, as I say. It must be. So it's not like I'm talking this shit now, talking this to you, and then, okay, now watch me punch. No, it's not the thing. It's not what we're talking about, okay? No, this is real, you know, logic. You need to be real. So we're exercising the body and alignment and different kinds of movement, you know, okay? And, you know, that's what we're basically doing. But in a real fight, it doesn't mean you stand here. It's what people don't understand. People think that boxing's good because you stand here and it's practical, you know. Because it is practical. And that's why I got this, to practice my boxing mainly, and like kickboxing, the basics. But I'm just saying that because I practice more like kung fu and stuff, you know, and some karate. But the thing is, you're standing here, okay, you know, and it's like you'll be there and you think like, okay, like boxing's practical, yeah? Like boxing's practical, like you'll be standing there and you'd be like, you cover, like someone comes to hit you, I just cover. If someone comes to hit me, I might cover, parry if I can, but I'll be like covering, all this cover, and then moving around, and you know, moving around with the body, twisting, and then up and down, and then punching the body, yeah, punching in, coming back, God, boom, boom, God, boom, boom, see, God. But the point is, traditional martial arts is also the same. It doesn't mean you're in a fancy stance like that, doing it for show, and you're like, oh, block. I'm going to imagine I'm just blocking these techniques. I'm going to step back and do that. You can do this if you train really well. And you need to train for that. Not bullshit. But the thing is, you don't show someone what you're going to do. You don't stand there and go in a show like that. You don't stand here and say, okay, I'm going to do the mantis on you. I'm going to do the whatever it is, Wing Chun or He Yung Chun or whatever on you. You're going to do that and just say, look, okay, I'm ready now. Let's fight. Okay, tiger, great. You can do that. But the thing is, you don't know what's going to happen. You need to be normal, like a human being, normal. And really, it's like anything. Even two people in the fucking pub or two people on the road. It's like, hey man, what the fuck? He starts shouting, come on, you want to fight? Put your hand. They might not be martial artists, but you're telling him you want to fight. You're going to do so. Come on, put your hands up. That's stupid. You should never show the person what you're going to do. Put your hands up like this. If I start coming low like that, he knows I'm going to go low. It's just ridiculous, okay? So you want to be realistic, like normal. Like any position. If I'm standing here and he comes to attack me, I should be able to block low. If he's going to hit me high, I need to be able to cover with my arm, you see, or whatever cover. If he starts grabbing my arm, I can grab his arm, so you pull it across and hit. If he starts grabbing my shoulder, I can cover that off and still hit him in the head as I'm blocking against his arm. So, and this can hit as my arm guards my elbow across, and I can still hit him. You need to understand what you're doing. You know, I can cover. He's trying to choke me here. I can use my two hands. If I can get him off, I'll try. See, knee or do a low kick to his foot. Things like you need to understand why we do the techniques. It's not to say you stand here. We don't mean you stand here far away like this and I go, oh, and do kung fu like that. No, that's what people don't understand. You know, like, oh, this is how you do it, you know. Oh, in a long fancy stance, doing a chop to his neck and doing this. Oh, it looks good, but it doesn't work like that. That's for coordination and exercise and training. But it's not to say you bullshit. Like someone could be choking me here. I could or somewhere I might lift his arm up and step through behind him, do a move like that's some kind of other move where I'm taking him down. Or like he might be there, I might take him over. So there's different ways you can use these big, showy looking moves. They've got secret other meanings in them and you can work on different ways too. But the thing is, the practical thing is always the same, just like boxing, you cover up, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like blocking, covering up, you know, all this, and then going in. Same, you know, close range, you know, it's all that natural. I'm not doing any power here. I'm just saying the technique. So with kung fu, it's the same thing. You're learning to stop against the hands, covering, so parrying that and striking. You might grab me at that time. I lift that arm up, hit him with my elbow. There's actual principles that people do not understand. It's like when people do these like forms and stuff, like the wushu form, for example, you're going down like that, all these fancy moves you see like in positions where people going in a stance. People don't understand. They think it's just exercise because they don't understand there's meaning in that. If someone's grabbing you, how are you going to go into a lock or strike over? But they don't understand there's practical applications, meaning like hidden within those, just lost, and sometimes a lot of times it's not taught, especially now in modern day life, you know, as well. You know, it's like 2020 almost, you know. So it's just the history, it's been lost in the history. They would understand true martial arts, you know. But anyway, let's just get on with this and do some training, okay? So I'm just going to come in. So why then am I training like this? Why am I training and working this alignment if I'm not going to do it like that? First of all, you can work different things. I could be standing on the side and do a low block here. I could be standing here and do a high block against someone's body. I can work different big structures and stuff. So I can block here against someone's arm. I could do that. He might be pushing me, choking. I might grab, step back and lock his arm. I might do a kick from there. You can work that in a bigger frame. You can work in a small frame or a big frame. It's good to be very coordinated and be able to move and very agile in different ways, you know. You might say like a dancer, but it's like more coordinated, you know. And it's very, very useful. You know, so being a traditional martial artist, you have a lot of benefits because from those movements that you learn, there's different movements that you can train to later on be reactions that somebody else may not ever know. But if you train deeply, don't just train them like robotically, doing all that for the sake of it. You've got to think. So if you train something like boxing or whatever the fuck you do, MMA and stuff, you need to understand that if you train traditional martial arts, there's a lot of practical skills that you can learn from that, and if you know how to apply them from traditional martial arts as well. And someone who does traditional martial arts, you benefit from understanding that, see? Because you know how to work certain things into a practical situation. But it's a different way of moving. Whereas some of these other people, they don't have all that stuff. They're good fighters, like these boxing guys and MMA and Muay Thai, whatever, even just basic kickboxing. But the thing is, like these guys, they don't know any of that other stuff. And I'm not saying they need to know all of that, but I'm just saying that these people, they don't have the same sets of skills, and there's a lot of skills. But you don't have to, but I'm just saying there's a lot of things that are actual practical skills and a different kind of flow of the body, which really is a knowledge of health and fighting as one. Self-defense fighting, I'm saying, but fitness and fighting. So anyway, let's go back to what I'm saying. Okay, in this video, so I'm moving around and I'm not just bullshitting around, I'm imagining. See, the best thing to remember is you can fight from a distance. I can even throw a long punch from there. I can throw a side kick from quite a distance. But the best thing to remember is there's keeping him at bay, and then there's running the fuck away or keeping away. It's like if you're in a fighting situation, it's like if you're in range for him to hit you, him to hit you, then why don't you go in and fucking hit him? You know what I'm trying to say? That's my point. If you're in range to cover against attacks which are coming at you like in close to medium to close or very close range, and you're in that range that he can hurt you, then why should you see that as range for, if he's in range to hurt you, that means you're in range to cover or block or cover based on your ability level, of course, on reaction speed to actually do that. But why should you think like that? You're in range to defend against his hits, like he's in range of attacking you. You should say, he's in range, fucking, clock him out now, you know what I'm trying to say? Stop the bastard, prevention's better than cure, you know what I'm trying to say? But then again, you say, well, if someone doesn't hit you first, you could get done for that. It's the law as well, yeah, or like, but then you say, well, wait, but it's like, if you're threatened, but there's a lot of things, This world's crazy. It's like they blame people for like certain things. People get locked up or kicked out of their job for using offensive language or, what might be classed as racist or offensive language. People get in trouble for saying a few words now. There's this political correctness in the world. But it's like, so that's mind stuff, right? Mind games and that. Mind warfare, but the words and that. But the thing is, like, if someone's going to defend themselves with a gun, self-defense, they say, like, I've heard stories about it in America where people have defended themselves with guns, just pointing a gun, even just trying to frighten some robber out of their house. You know, are you allowed or not? You're allowed, right? You should be allowed, right? Get them off your land. I've heard, I don't know, but so just to frighten them, even not even shoot. So what I'm saying is like, or they're allowed to even shoot, right, and fire if they have to defend themselves. So okay, or even let's just say that this frightening them with a gun. So you've mentally attacked someone. It's okay in certain situations to mentally frighten, or which is like offending someone, right? Frightening them, right? But in other situations, you're not allowed to say certain words and things, or you lose your job or be locked up, and it's just ridiculous in this day and age. You can't speak free. So what I'm trying to say is, if someone's going to try and fight, if someone your life's in danger and you can't escape, or you want to escape, and they're trying to stop you from getting past, just like you're trying to get away, then why not be able to attack? And if you know someone's got a weapon, or that before they take it out of their pocket, wouldn't you fight for your life? But you don't want to fight with someone who's got a gun or a knife, fair enough. But if there's a group of people as well, and you've got to get away, and if you can't get away, you're going to have to fight, right? Now what's going to happen if you if I try and pass this guy and he stops me, he gets in my way, or holds me back, or so tries to hit me first? He might even hit me first, most likely, or maybe his friend from the side, sucker punches. One punch, you could be dead, literally, or in hospital. But then they say, oh, really hurt, and then they start kicking you on the floor. But it's like, when they start, they don't stop, like savages. And it's like, if you do one hit, let's say you do one hit, okay? You could kill someone as well. You could really kill someone. You don't know that shooting that. There's a lot of things to think about. You don't want to be put in prison. You don't want to really do someone in either. But it's like, if you're going to have to fight, though, I think in this warfare, it's like the ancient days or even now in the battlegrounds in the war, where it's like the ancient days with the samurai and that. The guy pulled his sword out. The guy was putting his hand just choking me. The guy would just pull his sword out and slash across his guts. Somebody else starts poking me from behind. I'll put the sword in him. I was a samurai, two guys there. You slash that one. Someone else comes running towards you. Just don't think. You go straight across, chop his fucking bits off. You know what I'm saying? Chop his top half off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because these people are out to do you in. The guy doesn't know that by hitting you, he doesn't know your physical state. Everybody's different. You might have a fucking heart attack, you might have something wrong with your body, you might be in ill health, you might give you internal damage, or to your head, you might be injured and then die later on in hospital, you might just die there. So if someone's trying to hit you, in my opinion, they don't know if they can kill you or not. So what am I saying? Be as irresponsible as them, and then even more so, attack them before they even attack and try and justify it. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that in some way, if you know you're in danger and you have to fight, at the end of the day, you've got to stop them. It's either you or him at the end of the day, so it's survival of the fittest, like two tigers in the forest fighting. It's the same. If he's going to fucking do you in, are you going to just say be moral and then stand there and let him fucking do you in? Or fucking rape your family and kill your wife and that? Kill your children and your wife and kill your family and fucking burn your house down? No, man, you've got to stop this bastard straight fucking right there. He's trying to do you in, he's trying to hurt you and trying to have his way with you. You've got to fucking do him in. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. You have got to fucking fight back. I don't care who you are. And it sounds good me saying it, and I know I'm a big coward. If someone was to come up to me and start shouting to me or coming at me, I'd be so terrified. I'd have to cover up and I don't even know if I could bring it. But sometimes the fear turns into that fucking rage and anger. And because you train martial arts, and it's so second nature to you how to throw those elbows, how to, when he's grabbing you, how to grab back, He grabs my arm, excuse me. It's less than playing on a punch bag. It's like, it's not playing, I'm just saying, he grabs my arm. Oh no, He starts choking my clothes, or we're holding me there. Oh, I know how to get that off and start slamming. I know how to. And when you're like in such a rage, you don't really lose control, because we train more often than anybody else who doesn't train martial arts. It doesn't mean I'm in a temper and I'm going to go, and it starts like that. No, it means that just the basic strike and stuff. He's grabbing me on, he's choking me. I'm going to lift his arm up, smash the elbow into his teeth. I'm going to do what's going to be necessary. I'll know when I'm throwing them punches straight through his fucking head, elbow across. I know oh, it's gonna fucking be on target, you know. I'll be focusing on the point. He's coming up here. I'll be covering him. I'll have that reserve within the skill as I'm going in with my anger, but through the art that is so natural in my muscle memory, you know. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so you know, so when you're training on a bag, as I say on the bag, it's just like for focus, isn't it? Really, you can train some power, a bit, yeah. But the thing is, really, it's just like alignment, you know. Hitting something, you know. It's alignment mainly of my body, I think. Mainly, I'm training my balance, my angling of hitting something from a target from an angle. You see, that's what it really is. Now, get the punches in, fair enough, you know, because his head will be harder than this, so you don't want to hurt your hands, you know. His head will be more hard than this bag, you know. That's the truth. But I don't mean you should punch the wall or punch the tree or punch so hard you break your hand. But you can gradually do it. And you can do things like push-ups and stuff, you know. Off the fist. I don't have much power in me, to be honest, right now, but you can do things like that on the floor, off your fists and stuff, you know. But you can train like hitting a tree and stuff, you know, or hitting a wall. See, if I go lower down on this bag, it's more solid here. So it's definitely good, you know, gradual training the body. See. But the thing is, you want to remember that keep your guard up. So you don't just go in and he hits really. But the thing I'm trying to say is like, use your whole arms and everything to God. But what I'm trying to say is like, you know, in real life, it's like, you want to hit the vulnerable. Like if I hit him in the nose, that's going to hurt, right? I don't want to do that, but I'm just saying. If I punch him in the jaw, he's got a strong head there, a big head, but if I punch it hard, it could really hurt him. Hit in the jaw, in the teeth, in the jaw here, up, or in the throat, you know, side of the head, temple. It's very dangerous stuff. You could kill somebody. In the ears, or with the elbow across the head here, or even just slap, like smack him in the ear. Even you go to headbutt him, he headbutts me first, see? So you've got to go to the top part, and upset the whole body in. But the thing is, you know, all this stuff, see? Oh, I would never do an eye poke, eye gouge of it. It's disgusting. I would never want to do that to someone. But I'm just saying though, but the thing is, you're looking at the target, you should train to hit something. That's why I don't always use my gloves, because I like to train my knuckles. And I like to do gradual training on walls and stuff. I've been training on walls for a long time, you know. Gradually, not super full speed because you hurt yourself. I just gradually, and on trees and things that, or a heavy sandbag if you've got one. This bag's kind of okay, but the lower bit here, this is weighted down with water, the bottom. You know, it's better to train your body on something that's harder than the human body, really. This is not really good for doing a lot of conditioning work. It's good to get your alignment, you see, and I can do it there, like blocking and stuff, you see. But really, for blocking and stuff, I use a tree would be better, because you train more force on your arm, more stronger, harder. But it's okay, it is okay for some training, but it's not the best, you know, for your arms, I'm saying. But it's okay like in close range, like here, like with Wing Chun and stuff. So it's actually very good because I'm sticking anyway. Plus in Wing Chun you've got a soft element to it. So like if I'm blocking here, you know, if I'm here, for example, I would stop here, but I'm not going to be solid like pushing through the whole time or trying to hit hard anyway. So I'm more like, that's just for conditioning. So I'll be here and he comes to push and he comes in that way anyway. I'll be absorbing, you know. There's like a softness space, like, you know, you've got to have that solidness. So you're cutting up here, like you might do in a karate scene, hitting close range, see? It's not like a mile away like this, and then go. It's like this, he's in close range here. I'm blocking under his armpit, under his elbow, he's trying to pull my hair, or whatever it is, he's trying to, whatever, he's in close range. I lift that up, hitting the rib cage, see here, going straight through his body, straight through there. Then straight through, see? And the elbow, so I take that up, hit. Or it might be that I'm blocking down and hitting here. Either way, so all that's coming in, I might block to the sides, like elbow here, I might step through, push him through that way. Here I'm blocking down, but not just like from a mile away, it's like Kung Fu, 1, 2, no, it's more like straight in. If he's putting force on that part of the arm, I'll take that across, so I go in, into that. So that's me, I don't stop, I don't go one hit and stop. Whether he blocks this or not, the other one's still coming into his fucking jaw. See? And it's the same thing, so if I'm coming over here, if that was real, I'm saying, So if I was here, you know, I'm not reaching out like that or trying to do fancy moves. It's just there, see? Again, like I said, I'm here. I can also take away. So his arms will be here. I take the arm away and hit, see? So we're using certain techniques. Now, from the side, see, if I'm facing him on the front here, it's okay saying I'll block against his attacks and stuff. You know, like just being here and then blocking against low attacks, blocking against higher ones, parrying, stopping on the side. It all works, yeah. I might parry him for a round, fancy kicking, all that stuff. But the point is, he's right in front of me. He can see what I'm doing. He knows my legs lifting up. He can see peripheral vision, especially if he's a trained fighter. But, you know, you don't want to show him what you're going to do. So we're like moving on the side, seeing him, kicking, or doing it from an angle or something. That's what I'll be trying to do. But the thing I'm trying to say is, if I'm on the front here on this centre, see, I want to try to make sure that I'm cutting off. Like if I'm here, I want to make sure that I'm cutting off the line. So it's one thing to say that I'm going to step this through here. See, with this leg here, that's what you're doing in barbed wire, for example. We're here, twisting over, see? As I'm stepping to the side with this hand here, and I twist to face him, see? So it's like, as I'm stepping past him, I'm trying to slither in like a snake, see? Go past him here, and my leg goes through with my hand followed, basically. The hand followed the step, right? So I'll be here. But the same is like I'm open to the side here, so I've got a face. So it's like, why not just go like that? But the other thing is like, I might step to this side, right? And be on this side. But I move my foot away, I circle my back leg, so still on this, I don't need to step forward and to cross him necessarily. I go here. So all of this is on the outside, and his two hands and his two legs are going that way. And I'm facing in. But I don't want to go around and then 1, 2. I want to make sure that I'm going around and trying to go in. Because this is okay for training. It's okay for training. Like for example, I can learn to go around. Okay? Or I can learn to go around and then think, okay, what can I do? Or block if he comes back, or come in and just strike him. But it's still not direct enough. It should be like you understand the distance from here to here to here. The same if I step circle and I know, circle step, I know from here to here, the range from my fist and my foot. So if it's close to, this is not as good as being in super close range, right? So if it's like, if it's on the side, I'm coming straight in, why don't I just go straight in? So if you say, okay, what about all this fancy stuff? Why don't you just do boxing? See, other things too, so if I'm in the left fighting stance, I'll be blocking here. Now I might step here, see? I'm opening up my groin there by doing that. I want to bring my foot in. So I might go like 1, 2, see? That's another one, see? So one is, you come here, so your right foot's still leading. Another one is, regardless of if I'm in right stance already, or I'm in left stance already, or I'm just straight in here, what the point is, you step around and you bring your foot in. And it's like, I can't know if you can understand what I'm saying to you. It's like, I'll be here, let's say I'm here, and this will be like, I could end up in right or left stance, but it's like it just comes in a little bit. So I could be this right stance here, and I go in, and then it goes into either a left stance or a right stance. But it's like, the basic point is, that's why we say that in Wing Chun as well. You know, the main thing is like you don't always have to be on a side stance, like left or right leg front, in front, or right hand, same thing. It's more like you just side front stance all the time anyway, see? So if I'm naturally stepping in a left or right, it's very small stances. I can change very naturally. It's almost like I'm just the whole time just being like that, facing on, but it's like I can't be like that. I have to have one for the base in case I need to step back on some base, see, otherwise they can take me back. But it's like the thing is, I've been moving naturally around, so like I'm dancing with this thing is it's moving. Okay, and then I'll go to here. So I'm here, and I step, and I bring my foot across. And whatever he's doing, I'm turning with my knees and everything going in. But it's like, I'm just turning as need be. I'm not trying to turn too much or be too far in a big stance, you know. That's different ways of fighting. You can move around in different ways. The same as you can do all this type of training stuff, like all the blocking they do and that, and then step back like this, see, turning my back to my opponent again here. It's good for training and stuff, working out how to do a throw, see, or stepping back here. Yeah, but the point is, you don't want to leave your open, you don't want to be here on the side even, seeing you're open to attack. Why would you do that? Why would you turn away, give him a chance, and then come back, you know? It's the same as I'm here, and I go to turn around to back fist, and he hits me in the back, or back. See? You want to make sure that you're always on the case. So I'm facing him there, if I end up in that situation. And yeah, I've got one foot back, but it's like I've got my groin and my two knees can go tuck in a bit there. I'm protecting with my knees. Sometimes I move my knees in, sometimes I move them out a little bit, protecting need be. That can move a little bit there. Okay, my two hands, my two elbows, I can guard up here. So as I'm fighting, whatever coming in, my knees are coming in, my feet are a weapon, my knees are a weapon, my elbows and my hands are weapons. Either way, he's going to hit me, I'm going to cover, and he might hurt himself on my elbows too, or my hard conditioned arms. He's coming to hit me, I'm going to block there, cover, and I'm just going to go through him no matter what happens. I'm going to block as he's coming in. It sounds good, I know, but you need to train this with someone. Don't say it's a load of bullshit. You need to train with people to be like this. Don't just train like that, jumping around, hit the bag and that's it. And you train with someone and you just sparring the same thing. You know, you do kickboxing and you do boxing, right? Maybe you've got a lot of muscle and you think you're tough and you've got a few fucking broken noses, black eyes and broken teeth and you're trying to tell me how tough you are. But the point I'm trying to say is there's different techniques and different skill sets that you're ignoring and things you could learn more. It's like you've got to focus, and Kung Fu's about that. You'll be training with someone moving around the ring, in the boxing ring, moving around, okay? And you'll be moving around, and that's all it is. You're just dancing around and you're coming in here, you know? And it's like you're going to move around and you're just trading hits, moving around. Boom, boom, he covers up, you hit low, and he covers low. You say, oh, good cover, John. Don't forget to keep your guard high. Well done, John. Now you throw a few blows. You're getting better now, feel mine. I got you in the ribcage. It's nothing there. It's just back and forward. You're working some high guard, you're working some low guard, yes. But it should be more like street fight orientated, real martial arts. He's coming at you. Why would I do that? If he's there, I can throw a low side kick. But then again, why would I block low with my hand and drop my guard to block against his strong leg? I could use my knee against that or to something to stop against his shin and bust his leg as he's coming in. And we should go in and make it like real. I'm coming to hit him, see? And he's coming to hit. Like, you got to be careful, train properly in a training environment, of course. But he's coming at me, and I'm going to like smother him. So I'm coming in. I don't know what's going to happen. As I'm blocking, I'm not going to just cover and that's it, throw some more. I'm going to cover and I'm going to fucking go in the same time. See, in Kung Fu and in Karate, you're learning to block and cover. Now, so cover and strike, see? And even your cover is a danger. And it's all setting him up and you're giving him that thing as you're striking with the elbows and all that. So as he's coming at me now, I can't show you because it doesn't have arms on here. I want to show you like the arms. He's coming to hit me, see? And I'm coming in and stopping that. I might grab that as it goes. He might be there. I'm going to punch his hand, I'm going to punch his arm, whatever it is, I'm going to strike in the ribcage there. He starts trying to cover, I knee him low, he's trying to come and hit me, I take that aside, I'm going to literally step straight through and chuck him down. You can open up that secret uppercut coming in, and sink my weight, balance that, and shove that elbow in an angle down to his rib cage, his gut, his groin, whatever the fuck it's going to be, you know. I might just slam that in and then slam it up. There's so many things you can do in traditional martial arts, different ways. You know, I might step away and then go straight back into boxing. See, there's so many different manoeuvres. But if you're training sparring every day and you're just training boxing, that's okay in that. But you should train to like come in and just do some different kind of stuff as well, I think. Because what's the point? Okay, two things here to remember. What's the point, okay, in just training to throw a few punches and step back? Throw a few punches and step back. Why don't you throw a few punches and don't let the fucking guy have another chance? Keep on, finish this fucking bastard off and put him on the floor, right? What I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, this is, you know, war for self-defense, right? That's one point. And the second of these 2 points is, why just train only those moves? Why not train for some other moves as well? Why not train and say, okay, let this guy try and grab me, let's practice some grappling. You're going to grab me, go into an arm lock, knee him, do all. That's what the thing about traditional martial arts. There's all kinds of things you can do. He starts grabbing that, I've got the back of his head, knee him, whatever it's going to be. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, you know. I'm going to work these stances now. I'm going to work these different stances that I practice in my traditional martial arts, you know. And work from a range like that. Okay, how can I actually defend it from a range like that? Can I? Might seem ridiculous, but the point is, you got to work it all. Can I block with one hand, just block against all of his attacks as he's coming, and remain calm? And you say, that don't work, man, you've got to cover up. Boxing, Muay Thai, MMA. But no, the point is, he's coming at you, you've got to learn to cover with one hand, see, boom, boom. He's coming in with one hand, see? And just see if you can do it. Train to fucking make it real, work. I mean, otherwise you never know. If you train real martial art, traditional, you know, Kung Fu and Karate, you should make that real. Because there's people out there that don't do that. And there's a lot of people that say that it doesn't work, it's no good, because they don't understand. If it don't make it work, if it's not real, why would you train it? That's right, it's bullshit, okay? So it's like, why would you do Kung Fu instead of boxing or MMA and that? Why would you? There's got to be something good about it, right? Why would you otherwise just do that, you know? The point is it works. It's a training thing. You know? So it's like, they don't understand. They think we're saying that you've got to have this knife over that knife, and that knife's not even as good, it's not even as sharp or something. They want to come up with all their bullshit because they don't understand. But still, a knife's a knife, right? So what we're trying to say in that is, it's like, you know, why would you use a spanner, and why would you use a screwdriver? They're two different things. A spanner, a screwdriver, a hammer, a saw, they're all different things. A chainsaw, a fucking, you know, whatever the fuck, right? Bicycle pump. You know, I'm just saying, they're all different things with different things that people don't understand. So there's a time when you can just go with your boxing, yeah, just go with that hook, you know. There's a time you can do different kinds of hits, you know. There's a time when you can do different kinds of hits. Just going with a bit of boxing and stuff, you know. There's a bit of time where you can do a bit of boxing and stuff, you know, like that, yeah. But there's also a time where you've got to work different techniques, like blocking, going into that, he's holding my shoulder or my arms there, I'm taking that away, cover against his head's coming forward, he's trying to headbutt me, I've got to take that aside, I've got to turn my hips now, put that on the side, and my foot's a guard, just step through, this has got to understand how to hit there, he's got to understand how to dip to block, how to stop his hand at range, or close, yes, how to cover with the forearms, he's coming to hit me, I block, push that down, and then hit him, cover to the side, and then throw a kick in from either leg. He's choking me from behind, what I'm going to do, how you're going to step behind, or whatever, do different things. Okay, you know, you understand it. You try to choke me here, I'm going to take his arm from there and take that to the side, and throw different type of things out. You understand how to fight in different ways, you see. So this is what we're talking about. Traditional martial arts, you know. When we're doing all this stuff, we've got to understand what we're doing, because these idiots keep on fucking coming out with this fight commentary breakdowns and all this fucking fancy shit, putting people down and so you ain't got a fucking clue what you're talking about, no offense. These people, right, They say, oh, I used to do Kung Fu, man, that's all bullshit. They don't understand what they're talking about. And they're talking about all these people out there like, what's his name, Xu Xia or Dong, whatever his fucking name. They don't understand what they're talking about. They're doing different kinds of training and they don't understand what they're talking about. Because they go against, it's like they go against someone who's just clearly no match, someone who's clearly, or someone who's just not got the ability, against someone that has very good ability. You know, it's just ridiculous. You can take someone, you know, who's got some good ability, you know what I'm trying to say, in something, and if you take them, it doesn't matter who they are, that person could be doing fucking MMA, it still wouldn't be any good. You know, so the point I'm trying to say, right, the thing I'm trying to say, okay, is it's got to be realistic, you know. The traditional martial arts was originally for real fighting, you know. So people don't understand. So, but it doesn't mean real fighting. Like I'm standing here now, necessarily, and someone's coming at me saying, "Oh, I'm going to kick your head in," and they're coming at me, and I go into some fancy stance, or like trying to work it, or just trying to make it work. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying someone's coming at me, I've still got to be vigilant and normal. But when someone starts pulling my hair or something, I know how to throw that elbow into his teeth. You know, how to catch the arm under there, how to take that back, or to smash my arm into it. I've got to know how the structure's going to work. And if he's just there, and I can cover with my elbow low and then hit a boxing punch into his rib cage, or snap a back fist out to his head, you know, or just cover here. These are just, it depends on the situation, you know. Why can't you spin around and kick him in the head? If I look flash, maybe you can do it, but if it's what wins the day, why would you throw a punch if your kicks are very fast and very strong, if you can knock him out? You know what I'm trying to say? Why would you give him a palm strike if you can do an elbow strike and knock him the fuck out? You could just throw an onslaught of kicks at the guy. If you're really good at kicking and just fucking go straight through and go for it. The thing is your fighting spirit. You're afraid, so it turns to anger. It turns to, like, not anger, but like determination. I will win. I will fucking stop you. You know, I will stop this danger in front of me. And I will go through you before you ever have a fucking chance to think about doing it to me. And before you know, it's just like so fast, your skill will go, your power will just come straight through your skill, you know, through your body. The spirit will come out through your body, you know. But first, you need to train. You need to train the movements and understand, and let your body understand the movement. Don't just fucking understand someone tells you, oh, this is white crane fucking by her train. You've got to understand how you've got to train with someone for real. When they're coming at you, oh, this is they can laugh, oh, the monkey, the fucking tiger, the lion, and this is real. When someone's coming at you, okay, and you've got to understand how, literally, to stop the guy's attacks with those moves. He's coming at you, you know, and you know how to cover. Excuse me, covering, and I'll be there covering, and I know how to cover every time he does that. And if he's going to grab my arm, I'll grab his arm, and I'll come straight over or hit, see? And I'm going to go with my knee in front, or I might throw a kick out. I know actually how I'm going to do it. You know, if he's going to try and pull me from behind me and come with me, and I'm going to go with a back fist, or I'm going to come flying through with that forearm strike, he's going to fucking knock him the fuck down. He's got to take him down. I don't care where we are, in a train station, in a fucking restaurant, you've got to fucking slap in his fucking neck when he comes straight through. Not with like that, I'm being careful with training. But it's like when you go through, you've got to put your whole body into it, you know, and whip it into it. It's got to go straight to wake him up and wake him up as you go through. Not angry, it's like, you see like my teeth, I'm like, but it's not like that. It's you put the spirit into your arm. It's like, straight into his fucking neck, like that. When you're holding in, you go to that pump. When you put your power into that elbow or that kick, it's got to go straight through that. Your energy has got to go straight through your opponent. Your heart has to go through whatever you do. When you draw a picture, you're painting a picture, you need to let your heart go in, right, sometimes, and the message has got to come through, and it's got to transcend through the generations, that when someone sees it, even if they see it differently, they still There's some essence there. You're not a dead person, but someone that lived. This is my life. The light has got to transcend from that fucking light bulb out there to get. You know how much the sunlight has to come from the sun to get to Earth. You know what I'm saying? You know, the oxygen from the trees that give us the air, oxygen, the sun, the light that comes. That's nature, you know. It's got to come so far, or so how much work it is, but it's nature. And nature teaches you to value life, and you understand you're alive. And the goal is not to be thinking about, you know, being brave and all this shit, fighting the wars for people and trying to prove to people, or even to hurt people. But it's to do something well and understand, you know, you have the right to live your life, you know, absolutely, and you can, you know, do, you know, good. You can do good if you put more heart into it. That's what it's about. Why would you do something so shit in your life, you know? If your life is good, your life is something, right? Your life is actually here, it's a natural life. Here you are, alive. Wow. Fucking amazing, right? And then everything you do, you can put no heart into it. Your heart is fine, but you don't put any passion and your heart into it, and you do shit. So do a good job, innit? Practice hard, train hard, and stay safe. All that, you know what I mean? That's what it basically is. Martial arts is beyond just doing techniques on a bag, you know. I'm getting a lot of fidgets tonight, aren't I? I'm talking. My jaw's fidgeting too much as well. Martial arts is beyond just doing a fancy show, you know. You can stand here, see, and do exercises, and stand here in a stance, pull that into that, turn in if you wish to, you know, hold it, 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 1, 2, see, 1, 2, see, here, hold here, see, 1, 2, 1, or from the side, 1, 2, put your waist in, see, elbow, punch, elbow, get used to it, see, other side, change, okay, ready, 1, 2, see, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, palm, 1, see, different things you can do, see, and practice the technique, see, like that, chop, see, chop, chop, forearm, forearm, chop, chop, forearm, forearm, chop, chop, forearm, see, chop, chop, here, chop, lower chop, see, work different techniques, punch, elbow, see, that's the basics again, but yeah, 1 punch, elbow, but the thing is like, you stand there, and do things. So on the side, now I'm on the side, I'm not even in the middle, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that's my hand, see, here, you can go like here or here, 1, 2, my whole body, if you wish to do that way, you see, right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, see, shoulder, 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you just change that there on this side, see, like this one here, and move this over here. Same thing on this side. See, so come on this side, here, see, like Mabu or high Mabu, see, okay. Okay, that high Mabu there, and you go here in a position. That's my guard, see right there, see, stopping, but 1, 2, 3, same thing, see. Okay, so 1, you can use your hand, this part or the flat part or the arm, and be soft and go 1, straight through, that will go straight through him there, and back, see if you wish to do that way, see, 1, just try and imagine, so you've got to alter your arm position obviously, but 1, 2, 1, 2, so put your hand in balance if you wish to have it out like this, 1, 2, 1, see, 1, 2, even coming in like this, out, in, see, out, in. I'm turning my waist here like a gongo, but it's like here, 1, 2, see, 3. There's a high block here guarding my face. Here, it can be a palm, it can be a chop, it can be a forearm. Slightly rounded, not completely straight, because you may do that and break your own arm. So there, relax your shoulders and your back, okay? Okay, so I'm here. the line, get the alignment, see? And you're there, here. Yeah, my hand is, this hand here, my right hand is going to be like a guard, a back guard. Up here, see? 2, see? Well, you can come in or in. When you come across, you can do a forearm strike coming in, or with your palm facing, up. So I'm doing a rounded motion. See here, I can do chops and all this stuff. And this way, see? 1, 2, see? 1, 2. See? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up here, down. Up again. And you've got this range, see? I'm far away from it here, okay? And then you come close. So here, into a low stance, or over here, and you can chuck with your whole body like you encourage you from this. See? So 1, 2, change, 2, and change the stance. See from here? I'll be here in the stance, and I go straight in. See? 1, 2, see? 1, 2, 3, see? Coming in, changing as you will. 1, 2, see? 1, even elbow from there, see? 1, 2, 1, see? And the elbow. But that's different, see? Here, I'll be doing elbow, see? You can do like a ball if you wish to, here, here, again here, and this will be a guard, you see? Okay? Changing over, see? Same thing. Here, same thing. Elbow, hand, elbow, or just elbow. Or just elbows here. Get this motion, my shoulder, see? So you got to hit the shoulder motion, see? There, my waist, see? See? Here, here, see? Here, forearm, or this edge part here, or there, or the side, even from the side. But the thing is, we're doing this kind of motion with the forearm. I'll be here, 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 and it's kind of like big movements, you know. But the thing is, we're training for certain moves. It's for like a striking and a conditioning. This would be better on a tree, I think. Gradually train on a tree, you know. But you can do different kinds of things. When I'm in close range, for my Wing Chun it's different, see? I'll be really close range, see? See? I'll be right in the range. See? Focusing on the point in a small stance. Just a moment ago I was in like a wide Mabu stance. See? This is a goal, but nevertheless, this is still, you know, strong stance-wise. See? Do this kind of double push to here, or like this. 1, 2. I mean, both my legs bent like a Mabu, but I'm turning in a bit, and I'm going slightly forward like a Gongbu, but I'm keeping the back leg also slightly bent. But you can have it straight. I'm having slightly bent, and just putting more weight on the front there. Kind of like a half, like a ban Mabu. So it's like I'm just standing here. Yeah, okay. And here. 1, see? And also do this kind of bit of cross, chops. These are some basics, alright? So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in another video. Thanks for watching.